welcome to a new video. This is the making of this pagoda sleeve top from Truly Victorian. Overall, I think the pattern was very easy to follow. I learned a lot making this. There were a lot of new things that I did not try, that I have not done before, like putting boning with actually zip ties because I'm cheap, and also these the lining, because I actually have never put lining in a bodice before. So overall it was a good experience. I do think that it's very costing me, and I do agree with everyone who says it's very costing me. It looks like a Renaissance fair outfit, but to be honest, after like wearing it a few times and stuff, I probably won't wear it together, so I will probably just wear the skirt and something else and then above something else. But I think I do like it, and I think for future Renaissance fairs I will wear this outfit even though it is very hot, but it's alright, it's fine. But yeah, I am okay with it. Not very happy with it, but overall I think the pattern is easy to follow. Although the shoulder is probably the biggest issue for me because it keeps like sliding off, but I also think that I may have taken a size too big. But yeah, it's alright. Anything else, it's really my fault. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video and I will see you soon. Bye! Hello, so I am going to cut out the lining fabric, but I'm also going to use the lining as some sort of mock-up because I hate doing mock-ups. So I might actually just stitch everything loosely. I'm doing this. Can't see. And honestly, I haven't read the instructions yet. The instructions are... should just kind of show you guys. It's a bit wordy, and I think I'll read it tomorrow because I'm having a bit of like a migraine now, and I kind of really wanted to do some sewing, so I will probably do that. Yeah, because I haven't been doing a lot of sewing the past few days because I've just been like really tired, and like I've had to do a lot of like work stuff and like non-sewing things that I actually talked about in my previous video, you know, the making the clay stuff, and then I had to do like, oof, shouldn't have pulled that, embroidery things as well. I don't count it as work really, it's just like voluntary stuff, but I mean there were things that I had to do anyway, and then I had work stuff to do as well. So that explains why I wasn't able to do much sewing, and I kind of like was really tired, but I kept thinking about it and I'm like, I really want to do sewing, so I am doing sewing. And I actually had this like ingenious idea of because like there are always like little notations on the pattern pieces. I realized that all I had to do was like take photos of them and put them in my phone just in case I forget what instructions I had to do, because I always keep these patterns in these clear folders. They have like a little envelope thing in the back, so it keeps them really well, but the only thing is that of course like I have to like take all the pieces out individually and then like figure out which piece I'm looking at, so that can be a bit annoying. So right now I'm just cutting. This is like, I actually don't know how many sleeves there are. The sleeves look huge, but I'm just going to cut all the way to the top because I like big sleeves anyway, and I'll like figure it out eventually. I don't actually like cutting into patterns, so as you can see, that one is I redrafted, like I just laid it on tracing paper and then like traced it out because I don't like wasting patterns because it's expensive for me to get them, and also it takes a while to get them, so I want to keep them as pristine as possible because I don't live in like America, so like shipping for me is like 20 bucks, and in addition to how much the patterns already cost. So I honestly, it's more of the fact that I will definitely cry if I damage them, because I know I'll probably like have to wait like 2 weeks or something to get stuff done. So that is what I'm doing. I am hoping to get this done soon-ish. I'm meeting my friend at the fabric district, actually, like Arab Street, on Thursday. So I'm hoping that I want to get some photos, so hopefully I'll be able to get it done on Thursday. I'm cutting here now. I'm not really sure whether cutting is very entertaining, but at least you'll see something rather than a blank screen. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get it done by Thursday. But to be honest, I looked at the instructions and I kind of was a little bit terrified because the instructions look like they're quite a lot. And yeah, so that was great. So yeah, I hope I'll get it done by Thursday. I don't really have much planned for this week, except that I'm going to like see friends and stuff like that, because I am starting university again on the week after that. So like it's really like my last week of holiday, and even though I'm not taking as much like uni courses and stuff like that, I do have a lot of things going on. Like I have my jacket making course, I have, which will actually be in person, which is very surprising because I thought everything is going to be online for that swimming school. But because things are, I guess, clearing up a little bit here, so the jacket making course will be in person, which is fantastic. But it also means that I have to travel a little bit. Like it's not very far. Like honestly, nothing in Singapore is too far. But I just have to factor in the fact that I probably just, you know, have to get there, and I can't just plan things right after, because I actually originally planned to have like my German classes, which are online, right after the jacket making classes, but obviously I can't do that if I have to travel back. Yeah, so that is what's going to happen. I'm actually really enjoying COVID now because I just finished watching Nikki Liam, Brit Threaded's, I think her name is Cynthia. I'm sorry, I have really bad names. But yeah, I just finished watching the talk about costumes and stage and theatre, and I think it was really informative. I don't know whether I want to do this in the future. I mean, obviously I'm not doing a costume degree. I'm doing literature and politics, and I do plan to do a master's in politics, because I know that money is important, and also like I like politics enough to do it as a job. I can, you know, I think it's pretty versatile as compared to English, I suppose, even though I do love English a lot. So yeah, that's the plan. Other plans for the end of the year, I hope I pass my French exam. I'm taking the C1, like C1, which is the second highest level for the French, like, I guess, language proficiency diploma system, a bit like TOEFL or IELTS. I hope I pass. That's all I can ask for, I guess, because I was just, so the previous level that I took was actually B1, which is B1, and I just realized that I did not actually do very well for that. Like, I barely passed, which is, I looked at it now, I got a little bit worried, but my like new French teacher that I got to prepare me for exam, she said that, you know, I just had to kind of, I guess, work on it, and she said that honestly, like, I think she was like pretty confident that I could take C1, so I guess I trust her, because honestly, like, I had a moment of time where I was like, shit, should I just have taken like B2 instead of C1? But I think because C1, I think, opens up a little bit more like opportunities. I think you can study in France with a C2, and honestly, I really just want to get out of here, so I will take anything. Like, I would actually love to go to Germany. Like, now that I've like consumed so much German culture, I feel like I kind of like don't mind going to Germany as well. And yeah, so we'll see. That is all the plans. I've been talking for like 7 minutes, which is probably not great because that means I have to edit. Yeah. That is about it. Okay, well, I have a problem. So this is the front, and I don't know why there's such a huge gap. Strags. There's such a huge gap. So this is the back piece, and it's supposed to look like this. I think I might have like drafted it wrongly by accident, because it really doesn't, like, that is a huge gap, but thank god it's lining fabric, and I will figure it out after this. Okay, I figured it out. I actually sewed it to the wrong side. So this is actually the square neck, and I'm supposed to sew this on this side. But obviously I haven't done that, so I need to go same with that. Which is like great because the stitches are too small. Okay, so I figured out that I don't actually need to make this undersleeve. The undersleeve looks like that. It's just really like a enormous rectangle. And the undersleeves are actually like these things. So the ones that go under, you know, obviously under the sleeves. So right now I have like numerous like workstations. I need to actually just base that down first. That is probably the most important thing. And I really want to do that now because I don't think I can leave the pins in that long because it'll start to create holes. But yeah, I'm kind of taking a little rest for a while, and it is Strex, and then I will get onto it. So the bodice is done. It's a bit like gapey at the back. I might like add darts to it further, and also I realized that hold on. I realized that this is actually not sewn very well, so where the lining meets the fabric. So this is going to go over this, so the loops are going to be on this side, or at least the buttonholes, or I don't know what closures I'm gonna use. And so I am now going to base the sleeves and then put the sleeve in the armhole. Hi guys, so I thought I'd give a little update on how things are going. I'm like pretty much done with the blouse. Sorry, the sleeve is so big that like I can't really see, but and there are pins here because I need to really like sew this down, and I'm gonna hand sew this down. I had like the worst time trying to figure out this shoulder situation last night. As you can see, they're not great, and I think I don't know what to do with them because I fix them and refix them, and this is like, I feel like the best that it can be. I don't know. Yeah, probably just pose like this so that you can't see, but I mean, it's coming along. Oh yeah, and there's like one piece in here that I'm not sure you can see, that is like this part. The lining was too short, and then I had to like sew in another piece to make up for the loss, which was really annoying because like you could see it, but I did this, and because the sleeves are so big. So I have done the buttonholes. They look alright. I think they're a little bit big for the buttons, but I also was worried that they would be too small, so I think I made them too big instead. I had to like fray check the edges, and actually I don't use fray check. I actually just use Mod Podge, and it works very well. And I have not bothered to find fray check. So yeah, the buttons are really pretty. I got them from AliExpress, and I bought more. So yeah, I'm just going to sew them on now. Trying it on now, I feel like I probably have needed one more button, but I think because the skirt comes quite high, like till here, so you know what, I'll just try the skirt. But anyway, this side's not done yet. You know what, it looks really good. I know it looks so costumey because it's so shiny, but I really freaking love it. Like, it works so well. Okay, so what I'm doing now is just binding the edge of this. As you can see, the edges are not great, and this because it's like here and the top is a little bit loose, so it shows. So I pretty much have to bind this. I might not bind the armholes, I'm kind of lazy, and honestly I kind of hate making bias tape. I bought this bias tape maker, and mine's the 3/4 inch one, and I think you have to cut 1.1 inch, so till here. So what you want to do is you want to put the fabric into this thing, shiny side in, and then you try and like stuff it in, and you kind of I hate this part. I actually really dislike making this, and honestly if I wasn't too lazy to go buy bias tape, because now it's the weekend and the malls are really crowded and I don't want to go to the mall, I would probably not have made this and just bought pre-made one. So it will come out like this, and then you have to iron it. So now that it's pinned on, I need to try and sew this to just the lining and not the outside, and I've already kind of not done very well over here, but it's okay, it's kind of shiny so you can't see. So yeah, happy sewing to me.